The time has begun with the top 16, and let's see what we've got here. Gliese, Flying Plando, and with Perceptive Copilot, Page Tico, Veteran Turret Gunner, and Raid is Millennium Falcon. So that's not like the 100% coordinated Lando. That's the Lando that can shoot twice and shoot in basically every direction, because using Page Tico, he can rotate his arc after the first shot. So, Nimi, like the classic with M9G8 droid, Tamin with R6D8 droid, that's rerolls from Bullseyes. And Kazuda, the ship that's almost in every resistance listed during the Pomerania System Open. Very efficient 10-pointer here for resistance. On the opposite side, on our right side, the Polish Dutchman, Marcin Mycek, flying generic Ghost. That's VCX 100 or yeah, Ghost. Basically with Saw Gerrera. Dutch vendor with Proton Torpedo. That's a very nice Proton Torpedo carrier. He can shoot. He can share his locks. He is support versus heavy hitter alpha strike piece, which until is like I think right now the staple of rebels with plasma R3 and predator, and Fenrau in Shatepit with K2SO and R4 Astromech. Kazuda should have 5 holes because of explosion with wings. Yeah. And Marcin was saying that it's nice of Gliese to put shield upgrade on him, so the wedges plasmas will do more damage there. Okay, we're playing Ancient Knowledge, so the new scenario from the XWA. There are 3 objectives on the table, each have a charge. So the player can use the action, the scenario action, to flip that charge and take the ancient knowledge onto the ship that use that action. And he can spend that ancient knowledge during defense or attack to change result into hit or evade. And at the end of the round, who gets more ancient knowledge scores 4 points. If you have the same amount, you score 2, or if you have none, you score 0. And the thing is, those charges recharge after each round. So there technically could be a situation where all 8 ships on the board do have ancient knowledge, because the player that has more ancient knowledge during the end phase has to drop that knowledge. So if the players have both have the same amount, they can leave those knowledges. They can leave their wisdom on the table. Okay, Marcin is flying on the, from his perspective, left flank, from ours from the bottom side of the table. And Gliese is taking more of a centered space here. And like you probably guessed, the Temin is the green T70 and the Nimi is the red T70. Oh, I will change that on overlay just for our consideration. Here we go. Let me know if the voice levels are okay, if you can hear me well. I can make things louder, I can make things less loud. Just let me know if everything's fine with the stream. Hopefully, we're good. We had to start everything pretty hastily today's morning, so I had no chance of running like the test stream. Okay, I think our players are almost set for the round. And yeah, we're running the side event, which gathered 20 players. Very nice amount of players. I mean, it would be a great amount for the local tournament, so I'm happy with that. Surprisingly, a lot of local players didn't make it today, but you know, they played yesterday. We had like the Gdańsk and Gdynia, so our Tri-City area, hosted the biggest player base, obviously, the biggest player base for the Pomeranian System Open. There were 9 players from Tri-City, 5 players from Łódź, that was the second biggest community that visited us. And what is worth mentioning, 7 players from abroad. You could so quarantine in the top 16 round on stream. Now we have Marcin, who is Polish, but still he lives in Netherlands, so Polish Dutchman. And Quarantine and Marcin are the only foreigners, only guests from abroad to get the top cuts during the Pomerania System Open. And they are both still in, and we'll see if they will get to the top 4 round. Gliese is the first player for the round. That's the second round of our game, and I will show the turns because I will comment the whole game. Well, hopefully I am the TO1 head judge here as well. He said hard turning with Nimi and taking objective. Obviously, yeah, you want to use your low initiative to take those objectives to make sure your opponent can't score them. Marcin also has the initiative 2 ship, but well, it looks like yeah, he would not score that objective even he would be the first player. Interesting. He decided to choose violence and shoot his way, shoot out with Han. Sorry. And I'm back. Lando flying to the middle of the board. He will, I think, he will have a range to score that objective. I do have some extra prizes I want to give out. I need to check if there's enough for the top 8 or I have to wait for top 4 players. Okay. Marcin flying. I think a bit slow here. I mean, Wedge is probably out of range. He took focus here. So we don't know. He do have his wings closed. So even if he got, yeah, because that token on Nimi is the scenario. So even if Wedge has range to either Kazuda or Nimi, he will shoot just 2 dice. So yeah, Marcin probably closed those wings because he moved slow and boosted with focus. So a quick Gliese forget to put the numbers on the ships to like, show which target lock is which. Yeah. So we're making sure Marcin has all the info he should have. Okay. Yeah, though. I mean, I think personally that our mats for this tournament is pretty beautiful, and it is the prize for the winner. But in that particular place where that small rock lies, it can get confusing. Like that rock looks very much like the background. Wow. I mean, he said that it's a bad call and she decided to boost here? Why? I mean, she had the range to take the objective. I mean, I know why. She wants to shoot from the side and to the front, or she can also shoot the Dutch twice, because she can shoot from the side, rotate her from the front right now because she has the turret to the front and back, then rotate to the sides and shoot Dutch with the veteran turret gunner. That's boost and focus using Lando ability. A lot of coordinates goes from Lando. Wedge. It looks like Wedge has no shot into Lando. Sorry for that. So, but he does. Because yeah, he did not move yet. That was my bad. I wondered why he's staying there. He was coordinated by the fan Rao. That no, he was not. So where did he get that token? Interesting. The problem with the Dutch giving out locks is that Dutch is lower initiative, and uh, the rest of the ships except Lothal Rebel. Oh, I see now. That's a nice move. So Marcin picked up the ancient knowledge with Dutch. Now he's coordinating the lock with Fenrau, and the Dutch will use his ability to give lock to Wedge. So Wedge will have double modded shot. Dutch will have the proton torpedo shot. Very nice. Very nice move. I mean, rebels are known for their token sharing. Sega being a staple of the old meta, giving out focuses. Now Dutch giving out locks. So yeah, that's 3 hits from Wedge, shooting plasmas, and to 1 from Nimi. 1 evade. I can see the second die anywhere. Yeah, shield spent ancient. Gets 3 shields. Oh, 1 die because Wedge, of course. Fan has shot into Lando. Interesting to see the K2SO on Fan and R4 rather than Swarm Tactics. I saw a lot of players using Fan with, I believe, Fan with Swarm to make Dutch I6. I also saw like, the list with Hera imbuing with Swarm. Zabot flying that, I think. Okay. Now Lando will shoot Dutch. He's a very good support slash heavy hitter here. Marcin missed his window of opportunity here, but Gliese allowed to use that ability there. Damage sensor array onto Dutch. That's a very nice crit. I mean, Dutch really wants to do those locks. One more into Dutch and that's half. Oh, and I did not update the screen there, so Nimi got 3 shields out. Marcin said it's half, so that's probably one more. It went into dodge. What? Oh, okay. Did I miss that? Did wedge shot? Ah, no, they checking range. I thought like I missed something and they shoot everything into Kazuda rather than naming that now. Yeah. Kazuda shooting dodge. That's hit crit. So Dutch will get another crit in. It's range 3, so hit crit in. He can use his ancient knowledge, and he will. So that's only crit. And that's loose stabilize. Proton torpedoes from Dutch into Nimi, and Nimi could be dead here. Potentially. That's a... Yeah, that was bad shot. Marcin using clock. Reroll 3. Oh, way better. That's a full string. 3 hits and a crit. So let's see if Nimi can live. 3 and a crit. She, depending on the crit, she's almost dead. She could spend that focus, and I wouldn't even think of not doing that, unless Gliese is hell-bent on killing Dutch. Nah, yeah. Spend that. And that's Hull Bridge with crit. And Mimi staying on 2 here. Into holes. She will shoot Dutch back. I mean, it's a stretch to hope for the kill, but at least putting more damage. Yeah, 2 in. Yeah, that's a save Dutch. So, for a moment. Oh, and now, local rebel shooting, and the question is shooting range 1 into Lando or Nimi? Into Nimi. Just one. Oh, no, that's into Lando. Why 4 then? Why is not 5? 1 in. Just a shield. No one scores objective points because both players spend their ancient knowledge. No one has to drop. Oh, do I have... It's one of the prizes for our tournament where the new points counters. As you know, the XWA switched point system to 50 points rather than 20 for the ships. So a lot of point counters become obsolete, and because of that I decided to order from the RD custom to make with RD custom stuff new counters. There is a one behind the timer. You can see on the stream. I will switch off the overlay and switch off the overlay and graphics for you to see. But I will. It's far away, so I will try to find one to show you. Oh, I got one. So it looks like this. You have two rings with points and up to 99, as you can see. And there are like cogwheels, so they will click in certain positions. So it's harder for them to rotate. Obviously, turn counter, very nice. I'm super happy with that. It's like fully built, very nice. Back to our game. Less than 48 minutes to the end of the round, and our players just started to shoot, like it was the first round of shooting. I mean, Marcin is flying really slow, like he's embracing the one forward to victory Rebels motto. Now, it's interesting. Like, Lando is stressed, and like, for a reason, of course. But can he shed that stress away with any blue maneuver? I mean, he does not have, I think, the three blue, three bank blues, because that's not the rebel Lando. And, obviously, with rebel Lando, you are always having a Niennam on board. I see a lot of players from the side event are done with their round. I'm waiting for the last of them to roll another. Let's see. No, just a few. They have time. They're started after the main event. So let's see. Roberto lost his game. Gergely, sorry, I probably butchered your name. Lost, and Bless lost as well. Well, and Fan, Aurelian, and Apache won theirs. So back to the main event. I mean, Marcin has a pretty, I think, pretty, I wouldn't say easy, but pretty clear move fly path, he can repeat what he did. So one forward, Dutch claiming the objective, and Fan. He can't coordinate the lock on Dutch because Dutch has that disabled sensor array, damage sensor array. Sorry. So he could repair damage sensor array crit and then coordinate with Fan that locks. And that's, I think, yeah, because I think after one forward wedge could still acquire the ancient knowledge. I think he can. So could just one forward everything and like I said, Dutch repairing damage sensor array, Fan acquiring knowledge, Wedge acquiring knowledge, and Fan coordinating Dutch to give out those locks to Wedge. Okay, I need to check. I'm pretty sure those there are system phase actions from Wedge, and that's probably K2SO. Yeah, that's K2SO. Sorry, I thought that's a judge call. Okay, so yeah, Marcin doing the K2SO to give Wedge calculating system phase. Calculate. Nimi trying to block something here. It's interesting. Yeah, power roll to the front. She Gliese, like I think, successfully blocked Wedge Dutch here. So this whole plan of repairing damage sensor array won't work at all. Local Rebel flying over. That's 4k? I would believe that's 4k because if not, the Ghost would be out of the fight for a while. Yeah, 4k. So no objective for Marcin, and there is a lock enemy that has been left behind. Yeah, Marcin figuring that out. There's also a foils token left behind. If if Peace had bumped everything here, and it looks like she can, that Fan could be trouble here. And yeah, and Temin shooting Dutch off the board, or even targeting Wedge, because you need to take out that Wedge pretty fast. Let's see if I was right. No, Dutch flying fast. So he anticipated the bumping here. He flies for straight. At least for the Republic Y-Wings, that's a red maneuver. But for Rebels, probably that's white, right? Let's check. No, it's also red. Okay. Okay, so that went 3 straight. That was a confusing part for me. 3 straight is of course white. So that's why he could take that focus there. Yeah, Lando flying straight. Now, when Marcin cleared the path, moving Ghost away, he can easily do that. And for the actions, he is close to that ancient knowledge, and it is unclaimed for now. So it's interesting. I mean, 3 straight was great with Dutch. It was great to passing by Nemi in that bump. But right now, Temin is range 1 shot to Dutch, and that could mean a death Dutch. Death Dutch for Polish Dutchman. Mm, looking at the rest of the tables, I see Enzeru versus Current. The Nim is out. That's Captain Nim. And at least 2 ties are also out. And I don't see Suntir anywhere, so is Suntir out? Yeah, I think he is. So it looks like Enzeru is on the lead. And the rest of the tables are far away, so sorry, but I'm pretty blind. Okay. Lisa picked up the crate with Lando. Wedge. Fine, 1 straight. Yeah. Having his swings open. Has 2 very strong shots. Can kill. Ah, okay. He won't kill neither Kazuda nor Temin in 1 shot. But with Fan shooting, maybe if Fan went 2 straight with range 1 shot into Kazuda. Also, we have to keep in mind that Kazuda is very nimble here. And I think the fan shot will go into Nimi to take her out before she can shoot. Oh no, no, why? I mean, he does have a back arc shot, I think. I'm pretty sure, but I want to check it out. Yeah, he does. It's just 2 dice, so Nimi could live there. Ooh, okay, so he participated. He could be bumped either way with Dutch and did not want to risk being bumped with Fen as well. A self bump here. But that means Nimi could survive this round. And that would be huge for Gliese. Gliese, considering opening wings of Nimi, but the strain on Temin, I don't know. Yeah, like I said. Wedge shooting Temin for 3. It's 2 into Temin. Fan shooting his Bakar into Lando, it seems. Nah, I mean, you want to at least try to take out the thing. She can blank out, right? Yeah, that's 2 hits. Nah, just 1. So Nimi lives to run another round. That's crit, okay. That's fuel leak. So at this point it's irrelevant. Yeah, we have to remember she had hull breach. There was a big chance of getting something that could take her off the board. Or at least make her like useless. For example, lose stabilizer. Or panicked pilot, she's stressed already. Yeah. Gliese deciding that shooting Dash right now it's not necessarily the best move since he has low stabilizer. So Gliese knows where he will be. That's 2 hits into Wedge from Lando. Lando spending Calc to be safe, and he's rotating the arc with Page and shoots touch. I'm anticipating the judge call. No, okay, Marcin agrees. That is a good shoot dodge here. That's 1 hit. Reroll. Just 1. Dodge. Taking 1. That's okay, he still has a few more. Or should I say a couple since it's 2. And now Temin into Wedge with 4 dice. 1 more. 2. And rerolls with his droid R6D8. He will spend focus to make that hit crit. And just 1 into Wedge. It was a big shot. Now Kazuda also shooting with Predator and Ancient Knowledge. No Ancient Knowledge, just 1. Yeah, he's safe. Sorry, that's 2. Oh no, there were more dices. I think it went outside the box. So now Wedge is on 2 with Blinded Pilot and Blinded Pilot and That was a big shot into wedge. So wedge being halved. Dutch no shot. Nimi no luck shooting 10. And Lotal Rebel shooting into Nimi, trying to take her out. I mean, the situation turned with that shot from Kazuda into edge. Yeah. 4. Yeah, Nimi's dead. Hull breach, weapons failure, panicked pilot, and one more that I did not hurt, but it won't matter much. Nimi, like, I would say that tanking that shot with Nimi was pretty nice, taking all those crits out. On the other hand, no direct, so more directs in the deck, damage deck. Four more points for Gliese for the objective, and after the round 2, I mean that was just the round 2, it's 16 to 11. That was round 3, of course, not 2. And we're beginning the round 4. 16 to 11. Means some very big shots, like that shot into edge, and that last shot from Lotal Rebel taking out Nimi. On the other hand, we have Lando, who is almost full and can do serious damage here. We have Lotal Rebel, who is full. It's a very threatening 4 dice shot. Wedge, I mean, he will shoot at least once. Probably with, right now, flying 4k or trying to run, so 5 straight boosts focus. Can Marcin decides to can Marcin decides to not shoot with wedge and just run and try to save that 7 points here? With Dutch being out of the game, with that loose stabilizer and 2 hole left, he will get shot eventually. It's tough spot for Marcin here. It seems like, yeah, Zero still having his both chips.
Słuchajcie, czy ktoś jeszcze dropuje z side'a? Na razie drugą osobę dropuje, więc... Okej. Okay. Czy ktoś jeszcze dropuje side'a? If anyone drops from the side event? Anyone? I see 3 drops right now. Okay, so I'm making another round, and the scenario will be ancient knowledge. Okej, są już paringi na side'a, więc o 11:30 zaczynamy.
Okay, I need to do some TOing for the side event, and now back to our game. It looks like it could be the last turn. Oh, okay. Seems our players are ready for the next round, and considering the speed of this game, I think it could be the last round or the second to last. It's one forward for Lothal Rebel, and I'm guessing taking the objective. Yeah. Dutch flying straight. 3. Yeah, I'm guessing. So 3 straight, taking. Yeah, repairing the full stabilizer so can do anything in this game. Kazuda, 3 hearts here with Talon, 3 Talon. And now, interesting. He, yeah, I think he's setting up the shot into wedge and trying to block Fan at the same time. I think it's a nice move. With Fan blocked, I'm guessing Lando will do 2 hard, take objective, shoot his first shot into Fan, rotate and shoot into wedge. Looks like he's bumping. Yeah, it looks like he's bumped. There. I mean, I know why he's using 5 straight to check that, but you still should just put the 4 straight and try to just make a regular maneuver. So as you may or may not know, like the 1 straight is the long, 1 straight maneuver is as long as the ship base, so you can measure if you fit your maneuver with if you're flying straight with the maneuver of one speed higher. If it fits, that your maneuver fits. Like I said, too hard. Okay, some of the players are leaving now. Some of them played inside event and lost, and some of them just came to say goodbye because we are playing next to the train station. Wedge flew past. No, 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 not Wedge did not move yet. Okay, so Gliese moved the torrent. And takes double focus, perceptive. And coordinates Kazuda into focus. I mean, like I said, Lando is amazing support piece. Can spend charges to coordinate his ships even while stressed. Wedge flying away, yeah, you want to keep him safe. Almost bumping his ship. So I think he's in the Kazuda's arc. And he can't barrel roll to the right because of the rock. He could barrel to the left, but why? Trying to get out of the arc? Maybe? But nah, just take focus here, yeah. I mean, okay, Marcin will be safe more or less with wedge and dodge and bumping fans, so that maneuver with 3 Talon with Kazuda is doing his job. But what now? Like, okay, Lawful Rebel is a big gun as well, but he can only shoot Lando. Lando has a lot of health left. I mean, if because that will be a range one shot or not now. I can't see the arc from Temi, but it seems not. Okay, so Fan should be quite safe here. I mean, Temin is stressed, so he won't do 3 Talon next round. It would be a great maneuver here. No focus. I would take that because keep in mind, Lando can rotate his arc after the first shot. Fan shooting into Kazuda. Nothing. And now Lando. Shooting his first shot into wedge, range 3. Of course, try to take out that wedge. I mean, he's down to 2 health. It's doable. Why not using one of your focuses here? Just one into fan and losing his shield. Range 3 shots into... That's a good question. Could shoot both Dutch and wedge. a dilemma because it's easier to shoot down Dutch. Yeah, it's easier. Just one. So Dutch will live. He's safe. He will activate. Total Rebel shooting Lando. Range 3. With 3. I'll try to make that die straight. Yeah, we should now have all the dices. Wait, there are some cards onto Lando, and it seems it's structural now. It looks like that. Okay, so I did not count the damage into Lando. That's my bad. That's very different situation now. Let me make sure I... Yeah, that's right. Lando is on 5 with structural. That's a big one. Because he's blanked out now. And he did get some damage before from Ghost. Okay, it's my bad. So yeah, now the game looks very differently. Because, okay, Dodge and Wedge both on 2, that's not good, but they are both safe. Like, Dodge could go 3 straight, Dodge could go 4 straight, 3 bank, and Wedge could just run away easily. And all Marcin has to do is not give out points on Fan, which will be difficult with all the Gliese ships there. And take out Lando. It's 16 for Gliese and 24 for Marcin, so he scored objective with Lothal Rebel last round. Oh, okay. The game between Enzero and Quarantine seems to be very close. Quarantine seems to roll hot on Reds right now. We are very close to the end of the top 8 round. I am very interested about the game we are watching because it's close and I hope to get some more factions than Scums and Rebels into the top 4. It seems it won't happen because right now we have Scum versus Scum, Rebel versus Scum, Scum versus Empire, so maybe Quarantine, and Gliese versus Marcin. So Resistance versus Rebels. And that K2SO calculate is very nice. Marcin flying that goes like steady but very effective. Just rotate a bit, make sure you have arc, take objective, and that lot of rebels scored a lot of objectives this game. Yeah, Dutch running away, taking focus, hoping to survive. That's a blank maneuver from Temin, and he is. I mean, he is right there for a little rebel to get shot by. And Kazuda is chasing Dutch and Wedge, and I think Wedge would go for the object. He is stressed, so he has to go slower than he might want to. So what's the fastest maneuver on X-Wing dial? 2, yeah, fastest blue maneuver. With 2, I don't think he can reach that top objective. I mean, on the other hand, he don't have to. The only objective uh, that Gliese could score was taken by Lethal Rebel. And now Gliese used Slam to bump into Wedge. So the question is, I mean, either way, if Wedge goes too straight, he could barrel roll or boost if he throws his wings. Yeah, I think both Wedge and Dutch are fine here. Yeah, it's interesting move. I mean, Gliese moved out of the Lothal Rebel arc with that, but I don't know. I'm interested because that was Slam, so okay, so Kazuda could expose one of his cards to not take uh, damage, and since he has the title, it could be like useless crit. Seems that Quarantine actually pulled his game off with the last round. Looks like it was very close. The players discussing. Players discussing their moves, so it seems like it's done. I was confused for a moment because on stream those maneuver templates lies there like the dice camera was moved or something. They look like cut from the background, but no, they are on the table. Okay, Lando's there. He is out of the Little Rebel arc, so that's a good news for Gliese. And he will have a range one shot from the side, so he as Lando, but she as Gliese, and she could rotate the arc Okay, and she decides to boost. Okay, okay. Oh no, she coordinates. Yeah, I actually have to set another timer for the side event. Yeah, I need to set another timer for side event. So, running two events, like side and regular, and streaming. It's quite exhausting. Quite, I mean, exhausting. There's a lot of things you have to remember, and since, I mean, it would be easily doable, but I don't have my phone because my phone is a camera for the stream, so I don't have some additional tools at my disposal. Okay, Lando coordinated cast to barrel roll. Okay, that's good. But still, oh, so Marcin decided to fly here. Okay. Yeah, he wanted to split Dutch and Wedge to make sure one of them would be out of the arc. Now, Gliese could shoot Fan and Wedge, or Fan and rotate. I don't think there's a range from Lando into Dutch. But she could try that. I mean, on the other hand, you have 2 damage to deal to Fan to half him, so it's also a good shot. It's still open here, like przepraszam, main event, koniec czasu. Czyli... Okay. So, like I said, that Nzeru versus Quarantine game was extremely close. Nzeru leading whole game and losing 52 for Quarantine to 50 of Nzeru. Now, I wished I streamed that. I mean, our game is awesome as well, but it seems that game was very interesting to watch. Okay, let's see. Piotr won with Yagal. So we knew one of the Trident Squadron players will be in the top 4, but I think most of us assumed it would be Yagal. Kupchas and Magnus are clearing the board, so they finished, but they didn't put the score. But that's in a minute. Let's check that last round of our top 8 game. And Kazuda shooting range 3 with Predator? And Wedge, that's 2 with Focus. And Wedge is alive. Dutch is alive. Local rebels, so initiative 2 shooting into Temin. Temin did not give out half. And that's 28 to 16, I presume. I will make sure. Yeah, 28 to 16. Marcin has won, so both our foreign guests advanced to the top 4.